Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Sprinter. 8. Daredevil. The most obvious and anticipated appearance from a canon Marvel hero would be Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock, aka Daredevil, seeing as how he's the only other hero who's also a legal eagle, same as Jennifer Walters, albeit at a street level, rather than Walters' presumed superhuman specialty caseload. Murdock was recently grandfathered in from his Netflix Marvel series via Spider-Man No Way Home, and is also scheduled to appear in next year's Disney Plus Hawkeye spin-off Echo. Though we don't yet have confirmation whether he was blipped or not, Murdock would be an ideal candidate for a She-Hulk cameo, as his vocation fits right into the show's courtroom motive. Cox's affable charm would only augment what's expected to be a comedic take on the green heroine. 7. Hawkeye. Marvel fans are well aware Clint Barton survived the blip and his family did not, which put into motion his 5-year stint as a vengeful Ronin. In the comic books, Jennifer and Clint often come to be good friends within Avenger ranks, and it would make sense for her to somehow cross paths with a darker version of one of the original team, especially considering it appears her legal villain cases require her to visit Supermax prisons for enhanced individuals like the Raft, where once upon a time post-Civil War Barton was incarcerated. Barton's frequent quips and easygoing rapport with his fellow heroes, often at his own expense being the bow and arrow guy, would mesh well with She-Hulk's tongue-in-cheek comic book take. Number 6. Captain Marvel. Carol Danvers is a long-shot hope to be sure, but there's precedent in the comics, Jennifer and Carol often being two of the female heavies within the varied Avengers squads traditionally buddy up and eventually become well-acquainted work associates. Perhaps Danvers might stop by per Bruce Banner's request, be it for power-level guidance or a sympathetic ear to bend, with both women being formerly average humans who came upon their powers inadvertently. Though Captain Marvel was known to be super busy during the 5-year post-blip era and was frequently out in space, tending to needier worlds, it's possible she might pop in for a quick consult with a budding Avenger. Number 5. War Machine. James Roddy also may be a fair candidate for a She-Hulk cameo. He often worked with the United States government over the years, and per the events of Captain America's Civil War and Infinity War, it was clearly established he was working with Thunderbolt Ross to track down superheroes who hadn't signed the Sokovia Accords. Willingly or not, it's a fair bet he helped put a few unsung heroes under lock and key for non-compliance, and that's where Jennifer Walters might step in given her work with superpowered criminals. It's not too far a stretch to imagine her attorney at law confronting Don Cheadle's vaunted character, suited up or not, in terms of legal rights and due process for her clients. Number 4. Jessica Jones. Though her blip status hasn't quite been confirmed yet, it's rumored that Kristen Ritter's hard case private investigator will indeed make at least a cameo appearance in an upcoming MCU project. Odds are it'll probably be in the pending Daredevil reboot, whether a movie or a series, but her specialized vocation makes her a possible contender for a She-Hulk cameo, given the overlap similarities in Walter's attorney advocacy for supervillains and Jones' services to those in need of heroic intervention. The natural prospective symmetry between the two characters is easy to see, with what their propensity for helping those with special power-based issues on either side of the hero-villain aisle. 3. Pepper Potts. Interestingly, though never implied, Pepper Potts has enough culpability in her proximity to Tony Stark to be a potential client for Jennifer Walters. Stark Industries was involved in worldwide under-the-table weapon sales, including Ironmonger's deals with the Tin Rings. Seeing as how Pepper became CEO, it's possible both she and Stark might have been taken to task as accessories to war crimes, and unpopular as it might be, perhaps Jennifer Walters might represent her. It'll be great to see Gwyneth Paltrow on screen again despite her MCU retirement status, but it's a scant possibility because the government likely had a lot bigger fish to fry during the blip years. Number 2. Moon Knight. It's been established via the recent Disney Plus series that Mark Spector did in fact survive, like the Thanos snap. Moon Knight writers generally presumed that prior to alternate personality Stephen Grant manifesting about 2 years prior to the climax of Endgame, the mercenary was likely working in the shadows and covert operations not entirely dissimilar to Hawkeye's Ronin era. It's completely feasible to consider Mark's continued vigilantism in the criminal underworld might cross paths with an occasional lawyer specializing in the representation of superpowered defendants, and it'll be a fun way to retcon Moon Knight's quiet past presence in the MCU. Number 1. Rocket Raccoon. This would be the cameo to end all cameos, and it'll make perfect sense given Rocket's notorious temper. After Thanos' snap, Rocket lost virtually his entire family save for Nebula, and in Endgame he's become a de facto Avenger in helping out with missions and scientific know-how. In the immediate aftermath, however, it'll be more than likely Rocket might have acted out due to his grief and ended up in some legal trouble, perhaps even getting shuttled off to a supermax prison for enhanced beings under Jennifer Walters, and with the context of the comedy expected in She-Hulk, a witty and snappy rapport between the infamously mouthy Guardian of the Galaxy with his lawyer would be welcome indeed. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.